Hello, everybody. It's Leslie Tagorda here. It is a full moon Tuesday, full moon in Taurus. Normally a very lovely moon reflecting the full light of our intense Scorpio sun, right? Oh my gosh, I am so sorry I haven't been here live in about a week. I have been dealing with an upper limit problem, probably a really bad cold that I've had for over a week. And there's been so many things that I wanted to pop on about from, how's your Mercury retrograde going? We still have about another week before Mercury goes direct. So wanted to see what kind of transformations you've been having, in this group. I've been doing the 30 days of grateful, right? When we practice gratitude, it raises our vibration. So many things going on. And so first off, I have been on calls all morning. It's about 12:46 here now in San Francisco on this full moon day. And I have to say that I am beyond grateful. Here's my grateful. Oops, grateful. Beyond grateful for all of my clients and friends in Crystallize right now. We had our group call this morning, and maybe it's because we're right in the middle of Mercury retrograde. Everybody has been extra vulnerable and sharing the deep transformations that they've been having. It's kind of funny because people are like the women in Crystallize right now are, preface with, I'm so behind on all of this work. And there is no behind when you're doing the deep work, because this work has its own timeline. I know that, especially for me, like my business coach or my marketing coach are asking me to do things, hurry, hurry, hurry. And yes, we do need to take action, but sometimes this need for hurriness is actually short-circuiting the work and the time that we need to take in order to get to the root of the problem. So the women in Crystallize right now, we are, I think, on week 6 or week 7. I don't even know which week it is. And, some people are still finishing up week 2 exercises. Some people are still finishing up week 4 exercises. It doesn't really matter, because they are where they are at this moment, and it is the perfect time. Right? And of course, with Mercury retrograde, if you try to rush anything, Mercury retrograde is just going to put a damper and, slow tracks down, right? It always amazes me that during Mercury retrograde, all of these tech companies are always releasing updates. Right? I don't know if you've been following the news about Disney Plus. Disney Plus was released today with their new Star Wars live action series. Hey, Robin, with the Disney Plus, and it's a really good deal. And of course, they opened it during Mercury retrograde, and they didn't plan for the ginormous influx of all of these watchers and streamers, and so they're having all of these errors of content not available. So lesson learned: if you're going to launch during Mercury retrograde, have everything that you can have planned out, and expect traffic jams and setbacks, right? We got a Disney Plus. I think my husband installed it this morning, but we haven't watched anything, and I'm really looking forward to watching The Mandalorian. So Mercury retrograde, we have until the 20th, and I know that I'm still working with my deep dives, and I'm still working with some of the transformations that I've been having. Later on, I will be doing my full moon ritual. This full moon ritual, right, is about, of course, giving thanks. This whole month we're giving thanks anyway. And it's looking at the needs of our Taurus selves, right? The needs of security, the needs of our physical abundance being met. So when we're talking about brand astrology and business astrology, of course, this is about money, right? So if you're still having blocks to money, right, you can do the deep dive work and you can find out like what stories you're still holding on to. You know, it's the things I've been talking about all the time. What are the money stories that we're holding on to? And if you're just like done with doing the deep dive, like sometimes you're like, I just need to come up for a breath of air. I don't want to go so deep sometimes. You know, your medicine is to feel grateful, right? There have been so many studies about gratefulness and abundance attitude, and gratitude practices that raise our vibration, right? I think Deepak Chopra I read a headline, you know, 5 ways that gratitude improve your health, right? So while it might seem, you know, just kind of superficial to have grace, it isn't, because the more you practice grace, the deeper dive that you can go with it, right? Like, so if you're just starting off like superficially, like I've been asking some prompts of questions and, you know, what are you grateful for in your business? What are you grateful for in your creativity? What are you grateful for within your home, right? We can list the superficial things, but as you spend more time with that question, you're going to evolve and you're going to go deeper, right? So even with the question, for example, that today's question in the Savvy Luminary about like, what are you grateful for about your home, right? We can talk about the features of our home. We can talk about how it's, how I have enough rooms, how I have, you know, a place where I can work, how I have a safe place to call home, right? That's at a very superficial level. If we take it another step down about our gratitude about our home, we can then find that this is now a safe space, right? Now, not everybody has a home that they can call that is a safe space for them. Or maybe you have a home and you can't spend time there. So maybe it's about creating the sacred space that wherever your heart is at home, right? Now, that has a different meaning, right? What does that meaning have to you when we talk about our sacred space in our heart? There are so many ways that when you practice gratitude, you get deeper and deeper and deeper about appreciating all of the things that we have in this world, right? All of the different things that we have in our lives that are just I'm stuck for a word because like my heart is just filled. I don't know. I'm overcome with emotion just in my own heart for just all the different ways to feel gratitude and why it's so important. So today, if you're going to be doing a full moon ritual, a full moon exercise, definitely add gratitude to it, because it is a earth, moon, and a water, sun. Make sure that you do something with soil, something with water, to release the things that are holding you back from what you really want. But then get deeper, get deeper. Hi, Hallie. I'm so glad that you're enjoying this. I'm having trouble accessing what I really want to have come across because it is such a deep emotional time. And I have so many feels with right now with what I've been receiving with the transformations that the clients that I've been having. I had just straight calls from my crystallized group coaching people and listening to and holding space for all their transformations, to an astro band reading where, you know, I hold space um, for all of their dreams and their hopes and their wishes and their resistance. And I can't tell you how, to be in that place of holding that space, how grateful I am. Like, I realize how ridiculous that sounds. But it is such a wonderful place to be, and I don't I'm humbled by it, and I've worked hard to be at this place. So to say that I am grateful for it is, it doesn't even tap into I know it doesn't even tap into what I feel about being able to do the work that I'm doing, to be able to witness the transformation that people are having by just being validated, by just reflecting back resistance, like resistance to things that'll help people grow, by giving people permission to be who they are and to be when they are, right? We are all on different timelines, and it's just amazing, right? So full moon, going back to full moon, going back to Mercury retrograde, all these wonderful things. And looking at my own upper limit problems, right? Like just this cold and all this congestion. I know that there is a deeper meaning to this, because I've been wanting to do all of this busy work, wanting to finish these exercises for my customers, wanting to finish all these social media posts and all these stories, but I'm not supposed to be there. I'm supposed to be sitting in my murky, snotty mess and really doing my own deep dive as to where I'm not feeling worthy enough, where I'm not feeling prosperous enough, where I am not feeling valuable enough, right? Because that is the work that I am supposed to be doing right now. So with all of that said, I hope that you are having a grateful day. I hope that you are embracing this full moon and all of its emotional feels. I'm not the most emotional person, and I've been like teary-eyed all day today. Just that like little things that people tell me, my eyes will start to tear, and it's like, oh, maybe it's congestion. No, it's my heart. As my son would say, it's his heart bucket filling up. My son says that. Where does he get that? He says, Mommy, you're in my heart bucket. Well, let me just say, all of you are in my heart bucket, and it is filling, and we have capacity to fill it even more. So be grateful for everything that you have. Use this full moon to further increase your capacity to feel gratitude and grace. Thanks, everybody. Talk to you soon. Happy full moon.